We have one array with more than 5,000 words, and to make the game more interesting, we are going to pick one of these words randomly every time, so we won't know which word we have to guess. But first, I want to do one thing, and is every time that I introduce one letter, I want to do that letter uppercase. So we don't have to worry about if the letter is in lowercase or uppercase. So in the method check letter, when I introduce the letter, or even better on the method introduce letter, just before calling the method check letter, we are going to call the method check letter, but with the letter to uppercase. So it doesn't matter if you put the letter in lowercase or uppercase, it's always going to come to uppercase. Okay, so now let's go back to choosing a random word. On Java, we have a class math for mathematical operation, and one of the operations that is contained of the class is random. So call the method random, and this will give us a double. A double is a number with decimal, which will be a number between 0 and 1. It can be 0.1, 0.5, 0.7. It's some value between 0 and 1. So if we want to have one random number between 0 and the end of our array, we will have to multiply this value for the numbers of the elements in the array. So this way, this will give us a value between 0 and 5,400. Okay, so this has to be an integer, but remember to do the casting to integer after the operation. So make sure that you have this round bracket here before the casting to int. Either way, what will happen is that we will take the integer part, or 0 point something, which will be always 0. So 0 per the value will be always 0, and we will be choosing all the time the first word of the array. We don't want that. We want to multiply 0.5 per the array and get 2,500 point something, and we want the integer part, which is 2,500. So okay, with this we have the random number, and now we have to access to this position of the array. So in the random word that I'm looking for is in the position random number of the array. So my array is called array words, and I want to access to one position, and I do this with square brackets. So array word square brackets random number, and this will give me the element in the position random number of the array. So for example, if the random number is 0, this will give me the first word. If the random number is 1, this will give me the second word of the array. Okay, so now we are ready to go. We just need to show this, put this random word. We have one variable which is n-word, which is the word that we are using for our game. So now we just have to say that this word is random word. It's not word like it was before anymore. We are ready to launch. Okay, we have one word here. Let's try with the letter A. It doesn't have a letter A. See, this is a random word. It's not, we don't know which word is this anymore. Now is when the game is making sense. Let's see if we can guess it. And if not, we will get game over. and if we waste it, we will have to guess another one and we'll see the points in the game score. Now we finally made the game work. What do we need to do next? So continue with the multiplayer game. In this case, one friend is going to write the word to guess for you, so you will play against someone. And finally, we will need to show a list of scores in case that you want to play in single player mode. At the moment we have done the most difficult part. We just need to do some complexity in the multiplayer game, and then we will have finished our first application fully working and ready to upload to Play Store.